right after slavery ended, too.
This is a short program about the life of Maggie Lena Walker, the first woman bank president and a great American businesswoman. This story of her life is told from the point of view of Mrs. Walker. It tells of a life that began in hard times but grew to greatness through education and self-determination. Let's watch and listen as Mrs. Walker speaks to a group of school children.
I came to talk especially to you children because I was once a child myself, and I do love children. I was born Maggie Lena Mitchell, July 15, 1867 in Richmond, Virginia. I was born right after the Great War, the Civil War, and I was born as a free person and not a slave. Times were bad in Richmond and most other places in the South, especially for black people. Many who came to the city looking for work couldn't find it and ended up starving or dying of disease. As a young girl, I went to the old Lancaster School in Shockoe Valley, where I learned to read and write and do arithmetic. School and learning was sometimes difficult, but it was very important. People said that reading and writing is like riding the wind. You can go anywhere. My father was killed when I was 9 years old. We never found out who did it. But after that, it was my mother, my brother Johnny, and me. I spent a lot of time helping my mother and taking care of Johnny. To keep food on the table, my mother had to earn money by washing and ironing clothes for white people around town. I helped her carry water and keep fires under the wash pot burning. When mother finished ironing and folding the clothes, I would carry them to the people's houses. On the way back to drop them off and clean clothes, my brother Johnny and I would see all the sights around town. I grew up in College Alley, off Broadway. I walked over the entire neighborhood in my happy childhood days. Broad Street was always busy, people coming and going to stores and banks. As a child, I loved to be outside playing. I remember one Sunday I was playing near the First Avenue Baptist Church, and a teacher came up to me and invited me to Sunday school. So I went, and it was the first time I had ever been to church, even though it was 2 blocks from my house. Looking back, this was one of the most important things that happened in my young life. The First African Baptist Church introduced me to black people who were working and praying together to uplift our community. When I was 14 and still in school, I joined the local council of the Independent Order of St. Luke. The order was started to help people who were so poor they did not have money to provide a proper burial for their loved ones. The Order of St. Luke was a way black people could band together in unity for self-help. The order was named for St. Luke in the Bible because St. Luke always went about helping the poor and needy. It was a benevolent organization. Benevolent is a word which means charity or giving help to those who need it. In this case, it was self-help because we needed it. The local council or organization, as it is sometimes called, was named the Good Idea Council. It was named that because it was a good idea to help people. And we came up with good ideas to do our work. The Good Idea Council had many issues, like helping people when they were sick.
She got on too many clothes.
At 16,
I can't keep
I
it still
graduated
either.
from high school. Because I worked hard with the Independent Order of St. Louis, I was elected secretary of the local organization. My education in school was very important because I
Yeah, we talked about you.
and helped take care of the council's business. After I graduated from high school, I became a teacher. My education allowed me to do 2 things I loved. One was doing work for the Independent Order of St. Luke. The other was teaching children. I could teach children to read and write. I could teach them to ride the wind anywhere. And while I taught in the day, I took classes at night to learn how to run a business. Because with the knowledge of business, I could make St. Luke's the strongest and most successful benevolent organization. After teaching grade school for 3 years, I married Armstead Walker. I was so anxious for a baby to love, to follow by day and by night, to see develop into a great and useful person. So we started a family. We had 3 sons. One died as a baby. The other 2 were Russell, the oldest, and Melvin. As my children grew up, I was able to spend more time working for the Order of St. Luke. I felt a strong commitment, a strong wanting to help the Black unity and self-help. Was the work of the Independent Order of St. Luke. Because of the work I was doing at the Order of St. Luke, I was elected as leader of the organization. My title was Right Worthy Grand Secretary Treasurer. This was a great honor, but also a real challenge, as the order was nearly broken